Guys, welcome back. My name is Lauren J. Welcome if you're new, and I am coming back after a little bit of a break with a first impression, first look with the Streamside Palette. This is a collaboration between Copacetic Cosmetics and RockieMakeup on Instagram. I follow a lot of indie makeup blogs and a lot of indie makeup announcements, and this came up. And I have been wanting to try Copacetic Cosmetics. They are known for their flaky formula and for their $2 Tuesdays, so that is awesome. They're a very, very small brand. I think it's mostly one person and their family, and then a few employees. So that is that's pretty awesome when you can support a really small brand like this. And then RockieMakeup, she does beautiful looks, very colorful looks. I just recently started following her, and I loved the idea of this palette. I loved the inspiration for it. It's called the Streamside Palette because she is in the STEM field. I believe she works in the sort of the aquatic biology field, but she also loves to wear makeup, which I think is very cool. And she did do a Instagram live with an explanation or sort of her inspiration for the shades and the names of the shades and all of that. So it was really cool to see how this came together. This is also a first for Copacetic Cosmetics, where they have created a palette where everything is printed and the names of the shadows are inside the palette. So I thought that was really cool and a really interesting time to jump into the brand, because if you know me, you know that I love 9-pan palettes. It's a weird obsession of mine, and this has blues, greens, yellows, silvers. And there's even a photo of a Wisconsin Streamside in there. I'm from Wisconsin, so I just really appreciate indie, STEM-based, inspired by nature, and I get a lot of feels when I look at this, even though I don't know RockieMakeup and I don't have that much familiarity with Copacetic Cosmetics, but I decided that this would be the palette. So I ordered this about a month ago on pre-order. It's a $35 palette. You can use RockieMakeup's code and she gets, you get 10% off and she gets a cut. So that's awesome. And then these are handmade, so they had to wait to press the shadows and get the components. So, you know, it took about a month to get here, but I knew what the deal was when I ordered it. So I got this about a week ago in the mail, and I got it late on a Monday. And I just had not had time to sit down and swatch or play with it. Today, you can see, obviously, I'm able to sit down and play with it. This is the look I came up with using all 9 shades. I know, but, you know, I thought I'd try it. And I'm pleased with it. I'm pleased with the blues and the greens and all the yellow, that like it's very, and the silver, whew, yes. So as you can see, it comes in a little slide out component. It is the same on it's the same on the carton as it is on the actual palette. And then you have this design that RockieMakeup, I believe, created herself. And I think these are, again, this is a photo of sort of a streamside or a lakeside in Wisconsin. And then sort of the surrounding squares are pictures of the aquatic life that you would find in a stream. So you have the ingredients on the back. And it says, inspired by the diverse life in aquatic ecosystems and a love for nature's beauty. And I just love when makeup is inspired by things like that. I am so ready for summer. It's too hot out though. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this just makes me think of when I go up north to our cabin and the lakeside up there, and again, she sort of explained the names and the reasons that they're in the palette, but let's open it up. So it does have a mirror, which is very cool. And then you have these 26 millimeter, is it millimeter or centimeter? I can never remember. You have these standard size eyeshadow pans. They are glued in, I believe. So you have 9 shades here. You have 2 blues, 2 greens, 2 yellows, and 3 purple to silver shades. So, and I love the way that they're laid out. It's a very cool layout. And both of the blue shades are mattes, and one is lighter, one is a little bit more purpley. And you have, let's see, you have a green sort of blue-based matte. You have a green deep shimmer with almost like a black base to it. You have a bright sunny yellow. You have a flaky yellow, which has got a bit of gold, maybe a little bit of orange leaning. You have a matte grayish purple. You have a wow silver, metal silver here, and then you have a flaky in the middle called Unioned, and she this is, I believe, what a mussel, or kind of almost like a, not a clam, but like a mussel, like that kind of life that you would find on the bottom of a lake or stream. So that's, I didn't know what that meant until now, so that's very cool. I thought I would do some swatches, and then I would show you how I came to do this look today. So I'm just gonna go across. And this is my first experience with Copacetic Cosmetics, and they're known for their flakies. And so I'm getting to know these, getting to learn how to use them. And they are chunky, but you can shear them out. And they feel very slippery. Like, they don't feel chunky. They feel like they break down pretty nicely. So that is Sunfish. I spent many, many years as a child fishing for bluegills and sunfish, so very familiar with that. Then we have Lemna, which is the green matte. This is very soft and a bit bluey. And this is one of the aquatic plants that live on the stream side. Then we have the deeper, more purpley blue, which is called Riffle, which is one of the ways that a stream runs. Sort of one of the bends or twists in a stream. I can't remember which one exactly it is, but it's sort of like a slower moving part, but not a pool. So that is Riffle. And we have Run, which is the lighter, more sunny blue, which is the sort of fast part of the stream. You can see the difference there. This one more purple, this one brighter. Then in the middle we have a Unioned, which again I said is she explained as a kind of like a mussel or clam-like creature. And again, it's a flaky, so you just shear it out. In a corner shade, lid topper. Very pretty. It's got a sort of a blue going on in there. I think I got a little bit of the yellow from Sunfish in there. Oh well. These do kind of get all over the place because they are hand pressed. But there you go. Then we have Spatterdock, which is the bright yellow. think you can see that. I'm very pale, so these shades are not going to show up the best on my skin, especially when they're yellow. I think you can see that. Very bright. It's what I've got sort of along the lower lash today. And then we have this beautiful silver called Darter, which is like liquid metal. Now it does feel, when you pick it up with a finger, it feels a bit gritty, but when you look at it and then when you swipe it on, like, it's just liquid metal. It doesn't feel gritty, doesn't look gritty. Like, wow. Like, I mean, really, that's just amazing. That is one of the silkiest silvers I have ever seen and is in my collection. This is comparable to the Nabla silver from the Platinum palette. That one is a little bit sparklier, a little bit boom in your face, but this is just, again, this is a liquid metal. Next we have Spiridella, which is a green, and I don't think it's a flaky, I think it's just a shimmer with a bit of a black base to it. And then we have the purple gray matte called Pool, which is the sort of final component between Riffle and Run. Riffle, Run, and Pool are all areas in a river or stream. The pool is obviously the pool where the water pools. You can see that, and I've also got that underneath the eye today. So this is the Streamside Palette from Copacetic Cosmetics and RockieMakeup. And it's a unique and beautiful color story. Look at these shimmers on my fingers. Those are amazing. Now these, I've been using these sort of eraser cloths to get them off. These don't come off like, say, I've got a big box of ColourPop back here. Like ColourPop shades, you swipe this on they come off. Like, these do, I have to go wash my hands to get these off. So there is deep color and pigment in these. So just letting you know. And with the flakies, a lot of fallout, a lot of sparkle all over the place. So, but I guess, you know, with a flaky, that's kind of the point. You can make it real flaky and chunky, or you can shear it out, which is obviously something that I prefer to do. So, I just keep looking at that and it's so pretty. I have that on the inner corner. It's got a blue purple pearly going on in there. It's so pretty. It is like the inside of a mussel shell. So it did come in this box. This is Hello Beautiful. We can't wait to see what looks you create. And then you get the card of the owner. And there was a bit of bubble wrap obviously around here, but you also get your little shred and your tissue paper. So that was awesome. And then you just had your little palette sitting in here. Yes. Let's get into the first look. So I have done my eyebrows. I have primed my face with the Milk Hydro Grip primer, and I have primed my eyes with the Ulta Matte Eye Primer. This is just a little sample that you got with a kit of theirs for free. I really do like this eye primer. It seems to be really good at not creasing my shadow and getting through really hot, sweaty days, which we have been having lately. So that is what we're gonna go with. It's not the lightest eye primer. It's not as light as I would like, but it works. It keeps the shadows on. So I think what I'm going to do is start with the shade Run, which is the lighter blue shade. And we're gonna go with a Makeup by Mario crease brush, blending brush. And in the crease. Ooh, that's very pretty. And this is a unset base, but it is dried down. The primer has dried down, but it's unset with any type of powder. Very bright, very pigmented. Of course, I am packing it on because that is what I do. I have hooded eyes, so I tend to do a larger crease so I can sort of get it up here, and so it doesn't all just disappear when I look up at you or look straight at you. There is a bit of kick up in the pan. I don't mind kick up. I just work with it. Then I'm going to go into the next blue. It's a little bit darker, so this one's a little brighter. This one has a little bit more, I would say, purple in it. And this is Riffle. And just put that out there and see if that deepens up the outer V at all. I'm getting a little bit of fallout. Again, that's just the way I work with shadows, especially I haven't used these before, so I don't know how hard to go into them, so I'm probably going into them harder than I need to and really trying to get pigment. So looks like with these you really don't have to try that hard, which is great. And I think just to add a little bit more definition to the outer V, I'm going to go into Lemna, the dark green matte. And again, I'm just playing with these colors. I didn't have an idea. It's kind of like a little water lily pond. The silver shade right here, Darter, I'm really interested to see what this silvery shade, how it performs. It looks like metal in the pan, so ooh, looks like metal on my finger. I'm just gonna put that on the lid. Ooh, that is super pretty. I love a stunning silver like this. Ooh, super pretty. So once you sort of tap it out, it gets that sheen to it. That sort of liquid metal sheen that I really, really enjoy. Wow, let me look at that. That's just like, there's still so much left. They have a formula in here that Copacetic Cosmetics is known for, and it's called their Flakies. Unionid and Sunfish are both definitely Flakies. Never tried them before. I have heard that you can blend them out. They're not glitters, and they are eye safe. That's what I've been led to believe. So I think I am going to go into Unionid in the inner corner, and then I might do something with Sunfish on the lower lash line. I'm not going to put a huge chunk on my inner corner. I'm going to blend it out on the back of my hand a little bit. And that finger is way too big. I'm going to go in like that. Because I am a chicken when it comes to flaky shades. I really think that's pretty. Just like a hint of something. Hint of blue, hint of silver. So pretty. So I'm gonna go into Pool, that matte purpley gray. And this is just an e.l.f. shadow brush from the Mint Melt collection. I'm just gonna put a bit of that on the end there. Ooh, and that goes really nice with that. Very nice. So I think I'm gonna stop there for a minute, go and do my base, come back and do the rest of the under eye, because I do want this to pop more, and it will pop more once I have concealed and brightened up my under eyes. I'm using the Anastasia foundation, the Luminous foundation in 140N. I have the Anastasia Dip Brown Gel in Caramel, Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer, on the recommendation of Angelica Nyqvist. I'm gonna go back in with Pool and just give a little bit more definition out here. And then I'm gonna go into Sunfish. I think I need a thicker brush for this. It's a little bit flakier than Unionid, maybe. I'll just take a little bit. So I wanted to do kind of a shimmer liner underneath my eye, but this formula is just not gonna pick up on the brush this way. It's just not gonna do anything. It's not gonna transfer any product. It's more of a like topper shade on the lid. That's totally fine. Inner corner shimmer. So I think I will just go into Spatter Dock, the bright yellow shade. And just a little bit of Sunfish down here. This is the Anastasia Lash Brag Mascara. I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia bronzer in Rosewood. We're gonna do the Apricot blush with the Physicians Formula times Whaley Butter Palette. It's one of their butter blush formulas. Then I think we'll stick with this palette for highlighter, and we'll go in with Whimsical, which is sort of a swirly shade with pink and gold in it. Okay, and then we are going to spray with the Anastasia Dewy Set. So I just realized I didn't really use all 9 shades because I didn't use Spiridella, this one, the shimmery green right there. So I think I'm gonna just do a little bit of that. All right, I've successfully used all 9 shades. Well, successfully is a relative term, but I have used them all. Next, I'm going to use the Buxom Full-On Lip Cream in Seychelles Breeze. This is from their summer collection. And that is the finished look. So for $35, I'm totally fine with that for a influencer collab, an independent hand-pressed 9-pan shade. I think, you know, that's what, it's not even $4 a shade. I think it's really nice. And I'm looking forward to playing with this more, getting to know Copacetic Cosmetics formula more, and hopefully I will fall in love with the brand and get into their $2 Tuesdays. So we'll see. And let me know what you think about this look. Have you had any experience with Copacetic Cosmetics? What do you think of their formulas? What do you think of the combination of colors? Again, I think it's beautiful. I'm very inspired, and I hope you are too. So thank you so much for watching. Give it a like, comment, subscribe, all those wonderful things. Happy to see you again. Hopefully more videos coming soon, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.